All right. Hopefully this is back. And then what I'll do is I'll re-invite her. I just want to make sure that this is working. She has my mic audio getting picked up, so that's okay. All right. I hear myself on my stream, so let me send the link to her, and hopefully we'll be hunky-dory. My faith in this is kind of low, but they're gonna get an earful, but hopefully I can get it going. So hopefully that link works. I did send her a new link, so give her a second. Dude, it's such a headache. Nothing is working out, and I don't know why. There's a lot going on too, and there's a lot I want to talk about. Well, not a lot I want to talk about per se, but what I mean is just that there's things to talk about. But let's see if she joins back up. Nope, it keeps dropping her. I honestly may be done with Streamlabs. Like there's no reason for this to keep happening. It brings you in, but it drops you. I don't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me, but I can't hear you. But maybe resync your. Oh Lord, this is too much. All right, hold on, let me see if I figure this out. Damn it. Alright, I'm gonna kick her out and back in. So when the audio issue happens like that, it's normally like her Bluetooth headset that acts up, but it doesn't make sense for it to act up. It's crazy how the first 20 minutes of the stream so far has been me trying to fix this. I should rename the stream to a different name at this point. Wait. Hello?
We just need a new stream app, right?
Honestly, yeah, I think I'm gonna swap out after this podcast. I'll probably look into it. But I hear you now, which is better.
Which is great. That's amazing. Thank you for
yeah, no. I mean, we gotta get the show running somehow. But I don't remember where we're at. We should start all over at this point.
Okay, beautiful. I love it. Cheers to
that. Morning. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Motivation Station.
Hey, good morning. But I started with saying that I'm so proud of my patient that I have right now, that I can give so much belief and so much of my education and knowledge went into just telling somebody that you can fight and everything will be fine. Believe in it. Believe 100% that everything will be great, right? So that was the story. Let's restart. Tomorrow is Father's Day. I want to say Happy Father's Day to all the beautiful fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you.
I hope you're going to be having, I know, I'm not hoping, I know you're going to be having a blast tomorrow with your family. So I hope everyone enjoying their days tomorrow.
Now we appreciate that. And yeah, I mean, I've just never been big on holidays, but you know, my family always likes to I like to do something for my dad, you know. It's still hard for me to register that I'm a dad, right? So, you know, my kid's like 4, so I should have probably got it together by now. And not that I don't really like I don't care about the holiday or anything like that. It's just that I just always celebrate it for like my father or like other fathers per se. But you know, I'm sure I'll get, you know, whatever. But I'm still grateful. Don't get me wrong. But It's nice to be called a father or dad, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But no, I also agree with you that staying positive and keeping the good times going, right? So I think we're both in a hard, between like a hard rock and a tough spot, right? Where we're hoping that these things progress forward, right? And it's funny because I wanted to say that, like, I just found out during the week this week that my contract right now at the job I work at is actually gonna end at the end of this month.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that kind of came as a bit of a surprise. The contract does say at will, so technically it could end. So they kind of gave me a breakdown as to why it's ending, but at the same time they didn't clarify it per se. So the way it works is I'm a contractor for a company, right? The contracting job hires me, and like they're between me and the company I work for, right? So it's like a 3-person ladder, right? So it's I technically report to the person at the company, but technically I work for the contracting company. So on Tuesday, I had asked my manager, I was like, hey, Thursday's coming up, the next parade is coming, for Salt Go Knicks. Like that was amazing. I don't know if you watch any of the games or the highlights, but the Knicks games were insane. I was at the edge of my seat forever. It was like watching
New York was in the streets.
Yeah, no, it was a, what I like to call it. It was like a Philly celebration where they weren't destroying the city, but it was wild out there. And my friends were like, "Are you gonna go?" I was like, "Listen, I barely go to New York on the good days. like I'm not gonna go into the city." So
I thought the school buses were on fire.
So I asked my manager. I was like, "Hey, is it cool? Can I just work from home? Like on Thursday, just in case, right?" And I messaged him. On our chat app, and then like 2 minutes later, he calls me, and I was like, yo, I don't think this warrants for a call. Like, it's not that serious. You could just tell me no, right? You could just be like, nah, like, Sanjay, we're asking you to be on site every day. You gotta come, right? And that's what I thought the conversation was gonna be. And I was gonna tell him, like, yo, like, you just said no. Like, I'm not gonna take offense. What do we say? Like, no, I'm not gonna come. Like, no, dude. Like, I'm just asking for a favor. And he calls me. And he goes, oh, yeah, no, I just want to let you know, like, I'm okay with you working from home Thursday. I was like, oh, okay. Like, I guess he wanted to call me and just confirm that. And he was like, but I have other bad news. And I was like, so whenever I hear bad news, especially at a job, it's either I messed up somewhere and there's either a not a punishment, maybe like a slap on the wrist, or like, he'll be like, hey, you gotta not do this, hey, you gotta not do that, right? And the only thing I could think of is there were like maybe a few days I ran a little late, not so late that like I broke business or anything like that, but the train ran late or the bus. So I was like, damn, I have to get up a little bit early, but I've just been struggling getting up. But no, he's like, yeah, no, your contract is actually ending at the end of the month. And I was like, really? Like, are you like, it's only been 3 months since I've been there. And I was like, how is it ending after 3 months? And they're like, well, we're just not gonna renew the contract. And I took it personal because I was like, what did I do wrong? Like, what did I, am I not fit for the job? Which,
yeah,
I'm not trying to beat myself up for saying this, but it is a lot more of a physical demanding job. And I have to climb ladders. I have to reach cabling above my head. It's a lot of physical work that to me was challenging, but rewarding because I would still try to do it, And if I couldn't do it, I had people to help me do things. But when it came to doing things like on the surface, on the ground, the places where I can get to, I feel like I did well. Like I did a good job. A lot of people like me at my job, and they're actually quite surprised to learn that I'm being, let go. So he kind of like, he was just like, there's not much we can do. Like if I could push for you to stay, I would, but like I don't think we can. But we also did have like a layoff wave. So I think what had happened was, so when I started my job, it was 2 people there before me, right? One guy was still there when I joined, and the other guy was like on medical leave. So what had happened was I took the guy on medical leave's position, and the guy that was training me retired. So then I was the only person on site. But what I'm thinking is that the contract for the guy who was on medical leave was due at the end of June. So whether it was me or this guy, the contract was going to end in June, right? And they didn't really tell me how long my contract was. They just told me I'm replacing somebody who was already there. And with the company has been kind of like has been going through waves of layoffs, right? And not all companies are doing it. So I'm not gonna say this company specifically, but they were going through waves of layoffs and people were getting let go, and I was just on the chopping block. It came at a really crappy time because I'm not lying. The week before, I booked my trip to Japan and I booked my Airbnb, right? And one of the options, just for like another $100 or whatever, was, do you want to, for your airplane ticket, do you want to put insurance on it just in case like you can't make it? You can at least get your money back. And I was like, nah, I'm definitely gonna make it to Japan no matter what. Like, I'm not gonna, I know it was only an extra $100. And then this happens, but I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna figure out whatever I can figure out. I mean, I got like 4 months.
You're still gonna go.
I'm still planning to go, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, it is a pretty hard knockback, right? So like with that, and like the timing of a lot of different things. I think last week I was talking about like just having some fights with some friends and just struggling with some friendships and other things to my life. This is just like adding to the pile, right? But it's fine. Like I'm trying to stay positive about it. I've been applying to places. I put update my resume and stuff like that. I've been actually dreaming really hard lately. So I was telling my wife, and I got my wife into gaming. I was telling my wife that I was like, like I'm gonna try like streaming, like Twitch, like playing games and trying to do it a little bit more consistently, more hours during the day and things like that. So I want to give it an effort, but I'm like scared too because like, I really just have like limited time to be able to do it. I only have limited time to get it together because if I stream for like let's just say roughly a month, right? And it doesn't work and I don't make any money, then I'm dipping into my reserve money to survive for the month. I mean, fortunately, I don't have like too many expenses that are going to be like, oh, now my account is really bad. And I'm sure a lot of my places that I work I'm with will at least like support me in that sense where they'll be like, oh, if you can't pay this bill because you don't have a job, so be it, right? There's also unemployment too. But my thing is like, I just didn't want to hit that point, right? And I kind of wish I knew sooner that I was going to get let go because 2 weeks, I mean, I guess it's still better than finding out last day, like, hey, your last day is on Tuesday. It's like, what, but 2 weeks is rough. And I'm looking into whatever I can. I'm happy. The one thing I'll say is I am happy that it happened at this time like this because it's like I don't have car payments anymore, right? Because I lost the car.
Yeah.
The only thing I really pay for, and I finished my wife's gym training membership thing. So, I mean, I have my normal bills like my phone bill, my gym bill, right, from my wife and I, internet, car insurance, and those are the low things I have. And like some of the other stuff that takes a little bit more money, I can ask them like, hey, can you hold off for like a little bit because of a loss of job, and they should be okay. And I'm trying not to like kind of overthink it, but like honestly, despite what I'm proud about is despite all this happening, I still did my best for people, right? So I learned I was getting let go from a job on Tuesday, right? That same Tuesday, my wife was like, hey, I'm gonna go karaokeing with like our neighbor. And I was like, all right, I don't feel like going, but y'all can go, y'all can have some fun. Because I don't want to ruin, like, I mean, my wife feels for me, and she was like, we'll figure, like, she stressed about it a little bit. It took a day for her to stress about it, but I think she didn't stress about it because, like, I didn't, like, I didn't want her to stress about it, right? So, same thing, I didn't want to tell I told my kid, too, but I'll tell you a funny story about that after. But, I was like, Tuesday, we went out, we had a good, like, she had a good time, I went to go pick her up. and I think next week we're gonna try to go karaoke again. And then like even this weekend, like knowing I don't have that much money, I took my daughter out on Thursday for dinner one day. I took her out, not Thursday, Wednesday. I took her out Wednesday for dinner. And as I was driving to dinner, I told her, I was like, "Hey, Lily, like, listen, all right." And she listens when I say it like this, like she knows it's gonna be a deep conversation. And
No.
I'm like, listen, and she's like, what? And I was like, I'm gonna lose my job in 2 weeks. I was like, I'm not gonna have a job in 2 weeks, and I'm not gonna be able to make money, right? I was like, I'm sorry, babe. Like, I don't know why it's happening. I don't know what triggered this. I was like, I'm not gonna have a job. I'll look for a job so I can make more money for us, but I'm not gonna have a job for 2 weeks. This girl just sits quiet. She doesn't say a word, right? So I'm like, I don't know if she ignored me or if she just like doesn't understand what I'm saying, right? Or anything like that. And while driving, like she you hear her in like a tearful voice, and she's like, we don't have to go to dinner today. And I was like, no, I have money like that. Like I'll take you. We're going to McDonald's. I was like, we're going to McDonald's. I can afford McDonald's. I can afford a Happy Meal for us. It's fine. Don't worry about it, right? But she started tearing up because she's just like, well, I don't want to spend your money now. And I was like, no, it's cool. Don't worry. And she's like, well, I have some money. I was like, no, listen, you hold on to your money. I was like, don't do this, right? I was like, if I desperately need money from you, I'll ask you. But I'm okay right now. I'm just letting you know the situation. And she's like, okay. She's like, good, because I really wanted McDonald's today. And I was like, of course, no, I got you. I'll take you out. But like, she processed it. She was just like, well, I don't want to spend your money if we don't have money to spend. But even last night, I told my wife at the beginning of the week, I was like, we'll go out for like date night. And I took her out last night for dinner, and I actually didn't take her out for Korean barbecue for a change. We just went out to like a steakhouse, and we had our food there. And I just I was like, I know this is dipping deep into like not deep, but like dinner for two, like a nice little romantic dinner for two with drinks and desserts, like $100, right? And
A
I,
minimum nowadays.
yeah, honestly. And I was like, you know what? It's fine. I was like, this money I'm gonna spend right now, whatever. It's fine. Like I want to at least treat you to a nice dinner. Like I haven't taken you out on a date night in a little while. This is nice. So I still try to do like the best I can there. And like part of it, I think it helps me, right? Because I'm still struggling, and I like my wife and I were talking about the other day. I'm still struggling with like being proud of myself, right? And even like when my friends was telling me like, hey, like you're married, you have a kid, you gotta understand you accomplished a lot in life. And I'm like, yeah, no, I agree with you that I feel like I've done well, but it's
Hmm.
not. When you're not where you want to be, and someone tells you you're doing well, it stings, right? And like it's not meant to sting, right? It wasn't an insult. It wasn't like she's like, well, you're accomplished now, you can just kind of like live the rest of your days and die. It wasn't a conversation like that. It was just like, you got to
Yeah.
look back and look at what you have. And I'm like, I am proud of getting this far. I mean, to be quite frank, I'm surprised I made it this far, like just me myself, right? But like the fact that I was able to build a family, have a daughter, like my parents are ecstatic that I have that part of it. And I still have my friends, I still have most of my health, I want to say. um Things are going well in that sense. But like when you sit there and like people are saying you're doing great, but you don't feel it yourself, it just hurts. I don't like hearing that I'm doing well. I
Yeah.
maybe I like hearing like not even that like you'll get there. I don't know, because like my friend and I talked about it, and she told me to, and my wife told me to, and it's just like, listen, like you'll get through, right? And I think more than anything, maybe it's just like I want to hear that, like I hit this wall, and it's like, okay, sit with that wall, learn the wall, look at the wall, like just understand where you are, and then figure out what you want to do, right? But sometimes, like, I mean, and this goes out to like not just the people supporting me, but listen, there's a lot of guys out there in the same boat. It's not that we don't like hearing
Yes.
positive, no, it's not that we don't like hearing positive things like, you're doing great, I'm proud of you, about things like that. It's just like, it's just Like sometimes we just need that acknowledgement that like
Yeah,
yo, it's okay.
I
It's
definitely
okay.
understand. I can relate because a lot of people are like, oh, you're so strong. You this, you that, and I'm like,
Mm,
okay, it's just I tuned out the word strong because it was so much, and I was like, listen, people, you need to stop telling me that word because
I
I
think
know I
I
am, but I'm just tired of hearing it.
it's
Because
one.
at some point I'll stop feeling it, but I am, but I'm
Uh,
not, and I am, and it's like, let me
yeah. No,
just
I told you my weird
listen.
love language is like not positive affirmations for going through. It's kind of like when I'm crashing into a wall, like it's like that tough love, right? So I have a friend and my wife and like I have my other friends who are just like, it's not negative encouragement, but like there's like, hey, like I'm gonna say this very lightly, okay? And I don't mean it in any way as a bad thing, right? But like I have friends who'd be like, "Don't be a bitch. You could do this, right?" And it's funny because like they don't mean it in a very negative way, like, "Oh, you're weak" or whatever. It's just like, "Yo, stop complaining. Get your ass out there." And like that's the type of
Yeah,
like attitude I really need sometimes. So I have my friends telling me like, "Listen, I will beat the hell out of you if you don't do this." And I'm like, "God, that's what I need. That's the push I need. That's the push I need." So I have a
yeah,
few friends who you know do that, but I don't know, it's been a mix, right? Because there's times where I need like that soft love, that gentle touch and shit like that,
hmm,
and then there's sometimes where I need that tough love, and it's just like stop being a wuss, like you can do this, right? And it's it takes time for me to adjust that, and um I think more than anything, like it's I gotta listen to myself because I tune myself out a lot. Like I don't like hearing myself, right? And I think now more I gotta like just focus on me and just like figure out my next steps. Sorry. So I like I said, Streamlabs does not like my wife for whatever reason, so I can't see her chat, but it's in the chat. So
yeah. I don't see it either.
she
YouTube.
says, I don't really know how to receive it either. If people tell me you're strong and you're doing good, maybe because I know what it took to get there. Exactly, right? So like I think the right people that actually know where you're coming from, like what you've been through,
Like
they
I don't want you to tell me who I am.
no
I
no
know who I am.
it's not
At this
necessarily
point,
that. So I have a good example because it's like I told a friend, like a friend of mine was going through a tough time, like a tough time, and I related a story of someone else that was going through a tough time and made it through, right? Now in my head, I said I said it in a way as motivation. I said it in a way that was like, hey, this person was able to do this. So I hope that you can do this. I have faith that you can do
yeah,
this. But that person took it negatively and they're like, no, now I feel like you're comparing me to somebody else. And I'm like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. But I can't stop them from feeling that way. And then instead of arguing, I made the mistake of arguing. So if my friend is watching, I apologize. But I made the mistake of arguing, saying that I'm defending what I'm saying, but I wasn't defending how she was feeling. You know what I mean? So
okay,
it's kind of like I said it in a positive light. Just like when somebody comes to, now I get it. So when somebody comes to us and says you're strong, you're doing good, you're doing great, like you're amazing, right? I agree. They don't know what I had to get through to be here, and maybe I'm not there yet. And sometimes saying those words, I get it. It's more hurtful than helpful. So I get it now. And I'm sorry, I get it. But exactly, and like the people who actually
yeah.
understand what you've been through, it's a different response from them. They
More
don't
like
go.
listening. Yeah.
They're more. They're not more like, oh, like sorry, they're not more like oh yeah, you're strong, got through this and stuff, right? They're just, you know what they say, they look at you and be like, yo, look at you go, look how good you're doing, like look, but last week you're down in the dumps, you're not, like look at you go, you know um
Yeah. Okay.
and like shit, like like I'm proud of you and whatnot. Like I my wife said it to me the other day, my friends have said it to me too, and it's still like not fully registering in my head, but like when people like recently have said I'm proud of you, they've looked at where I was. Damn it, she dropped. Wait, how does that make sense? How are you in this one? Are you back? Can you hear me? Nope, it keeps duplicating. Come on, man. It's always at 11:45 that this shit breaks. Let me see if I can disconnect you, and then you can try to come back. I don't know, Rose. Every time at 11:45, it breaks. I have to contact Streamlabs. I'll probably work with them today. But yeah. So apart from that, like, oh man, like sometimes it's not a negative thing to like feel like that, right? It's not a negative thing to not be okay with where you're at. Like I think it's okay to sit there, right? So one of my friends said, even my wife said, they're just like, hey, it's okay to be there, just don't stay there. Like, it's okay to see the dark, sit in the dark, you know, whatever you want to call it. It's okay to be there, but just don't stay there. And you know, my wife, my friends, I have people who are like, I'll sit down there with you, and then when you're ready, we can move on. Or I have had friends who would bring down a ladder, bring down a light, and just be like, let me help you. So I'm trying to be better with that and roll with that. Yeah, Rose, I'm sorry. And you know what's here's the craziest part. This shit crashes on you, or this like happens every time around this time. At 11:45, it dies. I like for the last 3 weeks it's been like this. And like the thing is, we haven't even like consistently streamed for like minutes, you know? Like the first 20 minutes was one part of the stream. I exit the app, came back in. The next 20 minutes was another part of the stream, and it crashed again. Hey, what's up, Morgan?
What's the weekend? What are you guys doing tomorrow?
What am I doing tomorrow?
Father's Day.
Nothing. I'm not doing anything.
So
I'm just chill. I'm just chilling. Because like, well, I had a long weekend in a sense, because like Thursday I worked from home, so it was like a pretty decent day. It wasn't busy, so I was able to hang out with my family. Friday, I think Friday I took it easy. Friday I took a me day. Like I actually didn't even like really catch up with my friends. And one, like, your friends will know when you're quiet. Like one of my friends hit me up and was like, hey, you're a little bit quiet today. Like I hope you're having a good day. Because like she knows that I normally hit them up and say good morning and say how's your day going and stuff like that. And I didn't talk to anybody, like including like even like my own house. Like my wife went to the gym, she came back, she made lunch, she was doing laundry, she was cleaning, she was doing her own thing. My kid was around, like I talked to my kid because you know you can't not talk to your kid. And this Friday I just didn't do much until like the afternoon. And I assembled like a new light I got for my room, but I didn't do a whole lot, you know. Oh shit, I think you crashed again. It's funny because like your expression froze. I'll kick you out again. I just don't understand. Well, that one. All right, there you go. You're back.
So what I was saying, well, I'm not crashed yet. So I am watching soccer. Not really,
Yes.
Didn't really watch it. I was going to see it tomorrow.
Like
Spain game, and it's playing in Atlanta.
Like, you go to a place and watch the FIFA game you're talking about? Bro, I that's crazy how this is breaking. Like she came back on my collab cam. Like that only makes sense, bro. Is it worth? I wonder if it's like a known issue that this thing is crashing. Anyway, Morgan, I hope you're doing well. We've been having nothing but technical issues, and you know, you messaged me last week or 2 weeks ago, and you're like, I should just do a podcast about technical issues. And at this point, I'm just gonna be like a technical help desk online on collab, you know. But I don't understand why it's so broken. Anyway, back to. Oh, are you back? Yeah, I don't like. I can't even say it's the laptop or your phone or anything like that because you're
No, no, no. I have to always go back to the link to be to like I have to do the whole thing. Close
well
it, go to the link,
because
and
from what I see, like
otherwise it's showing failed to connect.
for me, I see you freeze, and then I see another session join, and then it freezes again, and then it keeps like doing it, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna kick you out, so it wipes out all of it, and then you can come back. Um, I don't know. It just keeps doing it for some reason. But
Yeah.
I'll definitely
So while I'm here,
I'll contact support today and take a look at it, and maybe do some
I want
other.
to thank everyone while I'm here
Yeah,
to
please. You know what? Let's just kind of get this going. And
let's see for this.
let you say your words here. And if anything, you know we can continue a little bit on chat, but go ahead.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna be. My plans are to go see Spain and Saudi Arabia game tomorrow. It's happening. Look at your nog. And it's happening tomorrow at yeah. I love that Tumblr. Use it every day when I go to work. Um, it's happening at 12 p.m. If anybody watching soccer, definitely Messi did a legendary try goal.
Yeah, hat trick.
He Messi,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
he did
hat trick.
3 goals in one game pass
Yeah, yeah,
at Lionel, and it was wow moment. I did not see that game, but I did watch a few replays. It's amazing, and I think Cristiano Ronaldo is retiring pretty soon. So in probably couple of years, that's what he was saying. He's like, oh, I'm not at that energy level anymore. So that's what he was saying.
yeah. No, I was gonna say
Playing his last
the
game.
Messi game. I was actually able to watch because it's Tuesday. I didn't watch his first goal, but I saw the others, and yeah, it was a really good game. It was a really good game. And then I think I watched some of the USA game as well.
Oh,
Um,
yesterday was Australia, right? Australia.
uh, I think it was Australia. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't.
because
Uh,
everybody's like, whoa, 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 we scored a goal or something.
yeah, but I don't act like I'll watch it. Like I said, if it's on somewhere, I'll watch it. I don't actively normally watch it, but they're
Yeah,
good games. Don't get me wrong. Like there were some intense games when I was watching
I
it.
would go live. So I was trying to go live, and I knew that tomorrow's Spain game's gonna be in Atlanta at the stadium, and I was going to see if I could make it there. But the tickets,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
FIFA tickets you
they
can't even.
starting at 13. Tickets starting at 1,300. I was
Yeah,
like,
and that's like
and
nosebleeds.
I cannot imagine how much the finals are gonna cost. Probably like, and it's a starting ticket. It's not even just like somewhere like nice. No, it's
Yeah.
just like somewhere in the booties.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's somewhere in the nosebleeds. Like you're gonna be like somewhere up top. You can barely see the people.
Yeah, I was
Um,
like, okay, I'm gonna watch it in the sports bar somewhere
yeah. I
probably.
mean,
So super excited about that.
it's like preference, right? Like a lot of people like going maybe on site for games and not. I've never really been a huge sports fan, but like I'll watch it if it's on or if it's around. But that's about it. But it's been a wild trip for that. Even like the Knicks
I'm
games, you know.
yeah, I'm the person who watched the finals. Of
Yeah,
like play, and then maybe some crazy games. Like I'll watch the ones that like historicals, but
yeah, makes
I
sense.
don't follow like we will follow like American football for like 9 months. Wait, no, I watched Super Bowl.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
those events, you know, they're big events, and a lot of people like to participate and watch.
yeah,
Or like for me, it's like the company. Like I go to somebody's house to watch. They got the game on. They got food.
yeah.
They got drinks.
Of
They got
course.
everything, and I'm like, yeah, that's where I'm gonna go. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
amazing.
no, that's cool. I
So
mean, I wish that worked out for you, but yeah, you might be better off just going to a sports bar and just enjoying
yeah,
some
just
food and
gotta
drink
find
and watching it.
something
Yeah,
with
yeah.
soccer on the line. Yeah, so it'll be amazing. So excited about
But
that tomorrow. Everything will be fine. It's
Yeah.
just a season to rediscover. We're still rediscovering ourselves.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it just, a lot of it also comes down to like your attitude too, because I've been telling people that I've been struggling. I've been telling people that I've been kind of down in the dumps and just like going through it, right? And it's just the positive attitude keeps keeps it going. You froze again, but the positive attitude gets me going, and just reminding myself that this is not the end, and I just have to keep fighting it. And I'm lucky and blessed to have good people around me to keep me going. Rose, you froze. I'm gonna kick you out one more time. If you can hear me when you come back, we'll just go ahead and kind of close this out. I'm sorry, guys. This episode's been kind of a wash. Hopefully next week I'll have a little bit better together. But I think literally right after this call, one of my friends wanted to connect for something, so I'll hit him up. But I'm just gonna contact support and see if I can ask him to take a look into this. So while she comes back, do want to say shout out to you guys and thank you again for being here and watching our show. My wife, thank you too, and participating in the chat. Hopefully our episodes will be a little bit better running forward and things will actually work. I'm trying to work on more motivation station designing, not just for the background that we have, right, but some stickers that I'm going to get and then see if I can have them made. And let's see. Yeah, just like things in general. I might actually have the time now to do more of my other show that I want to start, which is What is Peace, right? And I might be able to finally start filming that, which would be fun. Yeah, Rose, I don't know how much it's worth it, so if you want to type it out, you're good there too. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping to start that podcast, or not podcast. It's gonna be like a YouTube video, and I don't know how many episodes I'll do, but I might do like once a week or so. But I might shoot like 4 episodes, edit them, and then upload them, just to have like a consistency of the episodes that exist. But sorry, I have hiccups now. Anyway, I might start streaming. I'll let you guys know if you guys are interested to watch, me play or even join. That'd be fun too. But anyway, long story short, I guess TLDR of this version of the podcast. I mean, it sucks what's happening with me in my job, and I'm happy that for Rose that there's an opportunity that is presenting itself. And I feel like people have said to me like, Sanjay, like you're worth, right? You're worth, you're okay. Anyway, you're worth it, right? So they're like, your drive, your focus, your goal orientation for like work should land you like a good job. Like I fully believe that. And I feel like I do too. There's times where I feel like I get a job and I get there and I'm happy, and then it crashes and burns, but it's part of the process. And like a few people would even tell me like, aren't you tired of looking for a job? Like one of my friends actually hit me up and they're like, aren't you tired of going from job to job? And I'm like, well, honestly, it's not my choice. If I had a choice to stay somewhere, I probably would. Like I just want a little bit better than what I have to, because I have a family, I have dreams, I have goals, like this stuff I want to do. And the bare minimum essentially that I'm getting for giving maximum effort, the ratio is not right? So I just want to be somewhere where they'll appreciate my efforts and then keep me long term. And I don't know, maybe it's just kind of hard to find and do. And at this point I'm not gonna give up, right? Because I have a family, I got friends I want to do stuff for, I got people in general in the world that I want to do stuff for, so I can't give up, but I'll keep it going. I'll be okay. If there's any struggles, I will let you guys know. But I appreciate you guys letting me rant here and be here and talk about that. Rose says, oh, thank you for everyone who is sharing, commenting, liking our episode, rewatching, and investigating your time and time again, and always being a huge support and number one fan. Amen to that. We appreciate you guys more than you know, and we do our best to try to fulfill these episodes. And like I said, I know these last few episodes have been kind of a struggle bus, but we'll get it going. Oh, you're back. We'll get it going. Okay, we'll definitely get it going though.
Ole, ole, ole.
Okay, you are back. Welcome back. But we are
We
gonna
are champions.
going ahead and
Oh,
close out here. So if you wanna
yeah.
if you wanna finish up your spiel.
Much spiel, much spiel. Thank you so much, everyone who's watching, liking, commenting us, investing your time, free time, listening us on Spotify, revisiting us, and there's so many more episodes you can rewatch of our beautiful code techniques that weren't able to pull them out in the last 2 weeks. But you know what? We're getting back our energy. We're gonna get back with the streaming and with the beautiful. We're gonna get back of being a motivation station. Right now, it's
Right
it's a
now it's a little
motivation
tough.
from behind the scenes. You
Yeah.
know,
No, we're
sometimes it's
here
not
in spirit.
everything is blooming and rosy. Sometimes you gotta see how everything is. We love that we are very raw and we are cool about it, and we tell you guys how we do it. You don't have to sugarcoat. I don't have to show you my MTV crib, fancy crib. you know.
MTV Crib, yep.
This is how it is. When you have to move, you just relocate. When you have to do this, you do that, and you go to the stream like caterpillar, and then you looking for another job, and then you getting your goals done, and next wall, and you knock the next wall down, and that's what we do. It's life, and this is our motivation. This is this is the season, and I'm glad that we are so raw and can we are able to show you the picture. And don't forget, you are the Picasso of your own life. You are have your own canvas, and you are the person that is painting that canvas and building your life. Your life is in your hands, so you the one who is in control. Just drive it slowly.
I progress
Take a
forward is
look at the
progress forward.
stairs.
Yeah,
Like if you have to really bulldoze into the wall and knock the wall down, do it. I know you can.
yeah. As progress forward is progress forward, right? And yeah, no, I appreciate that too. That yeah, we're just in our rawness. This is if we have problems, we do it. If we don't, we're
Yeah.
here. You know, we've
And
been
it's
pretty
all about your
consistent with it.
attitude and how you think about it, right?
Yeah. So we'll definitely keep this party going next week. Hopefully, I haven't had a chance to look into guests and things yet, but well, you know, maybe I'll jump back on that. But let me fix this. Next week is the goal to have a working full hour episode, and we'll go from there. But we appreciate you guys coming through. Appreciate the comments as well, and just like being here, right? Just like we just appreciate you guys. It's crazy, you know. Even those people who may pop in, pop out, pop in once, never hear from you again, or you know, whatever it may be. We just appreciate you coming by and at least showing some love, you know. So I do want to say, oh God, cheers to you guys. We love you guys so much, and just like Rose was saying, happy Father's Day to all you dads and fathers out there, and we wish you guys the best, and we'll see you guys next week. Until then, have a motivated day. Take care.
Have a motivated day. Bye bye. See you guys next time.